whatever we want to do it and use it as a symbol for our spirit of abomination. And we're going to do it in your face. Oh, I feel like teaching. And I'm not even going to be very long today, but I got to teach you this. And in man's arrogance, they used the last two pillars of their tower. And success they thought they were arrived at this week, because the last two pillars helped them arrive at the place they wanted to be, to the pinnacle they wanted to be, to the height, to the level. The thing they were trying to climb to and arrive at was marriage being equal, or gay marriage being equal with heterosexual marriage. That is the thing they've been trying to climb to, and they need the last leg to get them there. And the Supreme Court got them to that place. And in a spirit of victory in the face of God, they provoked God on Friday of this week in a way that was so despicable, in a way that was so dishonorable, and many of us saw it and didn't realize what was going on. They found the greatest monuments they could find, and they put the rainbow on it. I feel like they started with the White House and they lit it up like a rainbow. They went to the Empire State Building and lit it up like a rainbow. They went to the World Trade Center and lit it up like a rainbow. And if that ain't enough, they went to Niagara Falls and lit it up like a rainbow. I feel like I need to teach. And many of us were sitting here watching it, thinking it was no big deal. But I'm here to tell you, the rainbow wasn't man's idea, it was God's idea. Let me help you. Marriage wasn't man's idea, it was God's idea. And so they took everything that was God's idea and threw it up in his face. And they put it on all of man's symbols of authority. The seat of government, the rainbow is on it. The seat of commerce, the rainbow is on it. Man's greatest abilities, he builds towers, the empire, the rainbow is on it. And even the natural stuff that you have created by your own power, the Niagara Falls, we put a rainbow in the stuff that you made, God. Oh, I feel like I need to teach here. And we as limp Christians sat back and watched God's covenant being defiled and mishandled and didn't feel anything, didn't think anything, didn't think nothing of it. God himself is being incensed in heaven because they're thumbing his nose, their nose at God. And why is it we couldn't feel what God felt? Why couldn't you see the disgust? Oh. Can I teach? I told you I came here to prophesy today. They thumbed their nose in his face and said, we're victorious. We're now equal with your creation. Our way is as good as your way. And in the greatest country in the world, they can't stop us. We are as great as your people. Look at our sign. The rainbow. I feel like I need to teach. Now I need you to understand something, because man has the potential to get so full of himself that he can't even think straight, because he's not God and he is not omniscient. He's not omnipotent, and God knows he ain't omnipresent. And so he gets so full of himself that he loses sight of where he is. Because in the midst of provoking God, at the same time, they're also provoking the devil. I feel like I need to teach. Because while you're thumbing your nose at God, America, and putting your sign of the rainbow on all the great parts of the country, I'm coming back to that. at the same time, you're tearing down an image that the devil has used for his hatred and division and wickedness and slavery. And at the same time, you're fighting one battle against God. You're fighting a whole nother battle against the devil. I feel like teaching. And so the Confederate flag that flies is more than just a symbol in the front of the State House and in Mississippi and around the country, but it is seared in the hearts of some people who have hatred that is in their heart and a lack of love that is in their heart. And many of these people are in power, in control, and have authority and ability and means. And I'm here to tell you, the only one who has truly restrained them is God. The only one who has kept that devil in check and not let them destroy what they want to destroy is God. The only one who's been preserving it from going crazy is God. But now America is coming against the very God that is preserving them from the enemy, thumbing their nose at God and provoking the enemy that God is preserving at the same time. We've never been in this kind of situation where you got a war against God and the devil. Oh God, I wish I had somebody understand what I'm trying to teach. Oh, I feel like teaching right now. And black folk, we're sitting dead in the middle. Oh, I'm trying to help you because the wickedness that is in the heart of that spirit, and I'm not saying everyone who was a part of the so-called Sons of Confederate is wicked, but we know there is a wicked vein that runs through it. And two groups they do not like, blacks and gays. Oh, you better hear what I'm trying to say. So as far as that group is concerned, they have lost their country. You tearing my flag down, and you're making my boys marry boys, and my girls marry girls, and this means war. Oh, you ain't hear what I'm saying. And the only thing that will keep them in check is God. But the problem is, you're on a bad side with God. Oh, God. I feel like teaching. 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 God is so much God, he don't have to do nothing to you. He just won't let anybody else stop doing anything to you. He don't have to move his hand at all. He just releases your enemies on you. I told you I came to prophesy. The one thing we had going for us was at least the church had enough sense to stay aligned with God. But we mess around and let the third leg of the tower, your president, deceive you. You got caught up in the color of his skin, and you didn't look at the content of his character, and you didn't understand that he has a spirit that goes against God.